Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is the video of Haiyang's Practice Proverb series, introducing my original proverbs to help our community improve the internal style practice. Following the same structure as previous weeks, I will first answer questions about last week's proverb, and then move on to the new proverb. So, let's recap last week's proverb first. It was 气沉丹田，瞬间为尘，否则为浆. Translation: When sinking the energy to dantian, the sinking motion should be done instantaneously, or else it will lead to stiffness. End translation. Let me remind you that stiffness is the mistake in practice. This proverb emphasizes the correct timing to sink energy into dantian for 发劲. The link to last week's video is in the description. A community member, Godfrey M, asks, quote, I want to ask about sinking qi to the dantian. Is it as simple as putting your intent down, thinking down, which causes the body to move up as body and energy move in opposite directions as far as I'm aware? End quote. Good question. Thank you, Godfrey M. First of all, sinking the energy to dantian does not mean only quote-unquote thinking about it. Having an intention alone would not create any tangible martial impact in self-defense. Any intent in martial arts training should be incorporated with physical action, or else it would become useless. Intention is used to strengthen the martial movement to make the martial action impactful. So, merely thinking is far from sufficient. The key word here is think, which means an actual physical movement. Of course, it is very subtle and fast, but still physical in nature. And for the body and the energy movement in opposite directions, well, there is no such practice. On the contrary, the body movement and the intent work in the same direction most of the time. That's my answer to your question. It may sound a bit harsh, but I have to be very straightforward in order to avoid any unnecessary confusion in dealing with such an important topic. So, thank you for your question, since it gave me a good opportunity to clarify it further. Now, let's move on to today's new proverb. It is a long one, and it introduces the relationship between energy method and martial training, a popular topic about 3 decades ago. Nowadays, most people in the community do not talk about this very often. I think it is worthwhile to introduce it to the community. So, I created a proverb for this reason. Before going forward, let me introduce a couple of key terms used in this proverb. The first one is 武功 or martial practice, which is the commonly known term. The other one is 气法, which means energy method, which is not a common term in the martial arts community, meaning energy practice method, or any practice that aims to strengthen energy practice, such as energy sensation, energy flow, and so on. Now, let's introduce this proverb. This proverb consists of 2 parts. I will translate the Chinese version word by word, followed by a translation of the entire sentence. The first part, 只求气法而忽略武功，则流于虚幻. 直 means only, 求 means pursuit, 气 means energy, 法 means method, means but, 忽略 means ignore, neglect, 武功 means martial training, 则 means otherwise, 流于 means change for the worse. 流于 means to change for the worse. 形式 means formalistic, superficial. 虚幻 means illusory. Put together, it means that in martial art practice, if someone only works on energy sensation or energy flow without paying attention to martial practice, then it becomes illusory in self-defense. We see this issue very often in our community. Some people claim to practice martial arts, but they mainly focus on energy sensation and energy flow without making efforts in physical training such as martial strength, speed, reflex, and other necessary factors used in self-defense. That is a big mistake which any dedicated practitioner should avoid. The second part, 只重武功而无视气法，则难达上乘。只 means only, 重 means emphasize, 武功 means martial training, 而 means but, 无视 means ignore, avoid, 气法 means energy practice, 则 means otherwise, 难 means difficult, 达 means reach, 上乘 means superior level, advanced. Put together, it means if one only practices martial arts without working on the energy method, then it would be very hard to reach an advanced level. We also see this situation very often that martial arts practitioners only focus on physical strength without working on energy-related practice. The term energy practice here does not mean qigong, but it is the energy flow that happens during martial art practice. Please keep in mind that when the movement is done very fast, it is very hard to sense the energy flow. However, a slow or normal speed of a martial movement should produce different energy sensations when reaching a certain level. For example, when Tai Chi practitioners work on forms, energy sensation can happen more efficiently than other styles due to the pattern of Tai Chi movements. As mentioned at the beginning of this section, Qi Fa or energy method was a popular topic about 3 decades ago, since back then Qigong was a popular practice in China. Some martial artists in China used the Qigong concept to practice martial arts in order to achieve the same benefit of Qigong practice, which was not the correct approach. Furthermore, that kind of energy method is not the one that we are looking for as martial artists. By the way, I have a small series of 3 videos titled Internal Style Concept 72 to 75, 气感. Links to these 3 videos are in the description. Qi Fa or energy method is the deep topic. I hope more and more martial artists will pay attention to it. It can elevate your practice to a whole new level. Now, let's recap this proverb. Only working on the energy method but neglecting martial training, then it would make your practice illusory in self-defense. While only emphasizing martial training but ignoring energy practice would make it very hard to reach an advanced level. That brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you found this proverb and its explanation informative. and hope it benefits your practice. Please post your questions about this proverb in the comment section. I will answer them for you in the first part of next week's video. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and enjoy your practice.